Hello and welcome to the cozymeadowknits podcast. This is episode 43. My name is Sophie and I am coming to you from the province of New Brunswick, which is located on the east coast of Canada, where I live with my husband and our two kids, and I am an obsessed knitter. I want to knit all the things, absolutely everything. And this is a space where I share my recent makes, current whips, all of the dream knitting, acquisitions. I leave that at the end. And just your basic knitting podcast with full of knitting inspo, I hope. I am so happy to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend with me. It truly means so much. Yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded. It's been probably almost 2 months. Life has been lifing. It's all good, just really busy with the kids. But I have knit a ton. I have so much to show you guys. So get cozy, get your beverage, get your knitting project, get cozy, because yeah, I have a lot to show. So without further ado, let's start. I am drinking some coffee in my cute new Christmas mug that I got from a local shop. As you can see, Christmas is everywhere already. Yeah, I really love the holidays, and it takes me so long to put up my decorations that I start really early. And you know, it makes me happy. So yeah, okay, let's get into it. So I'm gonna start with what I am wearing today. This is my last finished sweater of 2025. It is my Cognac sweater. It is a pattern by Atelier Castin. I'm gonna put up a picture of what it looks like on me. I can't stand up right now. I'm sitting on the floor in PJ bottoms as well. So yeah, it is my new favorite sweater. I say that all the time when I finish a garment, but for right now, at the moment, I'm in love with it. It is a DK weight pattern. I'm gonna try to say all the things, but kind of like not take too much time on this one because I've talked about it before. It's a DK weight pattern. I have knit it with a strand of Surrey silk fluff and a strand of silky sock base by Yarn Indulgences. It was 2 colors that were very, very variegated. They did match together, but it had a crazy amount of different colors. I picked up this yarn at a yarn festival in the spring at PEI Fiber Festival, and I wasn't sure about the combination, but this is the material that it made, and I absolutely love it. It is the softest. This Surrey silk fluff is just absolutely crazy. It is so soft. I'm in love with it. Okay, so that is the yarn that I used. As I said, I don't know if I said it yet, but it's a top-down construction. You start with the back, you cast on some stitches, and then you knit a little bit of the back, and then I think you pick up, I don't even remember. It's been so long. I started this in the spring, so I know it's a little bit different from the regular constructions. It's a little bit different from a raglan or just a yoke sweater. I know then you continue down here, and then you connected through this flap, and then for the sleeves you had to pick up a little bit on the shoulder, and then you had some raglan increases. So this pattern is very well written. I do recommend it. This part was a little bit not confusing, it's just it was really new. I had never done this before, or this type of construction, and you need to concentrate a little bit because there's a lot of going on at the same time. But as long as you read the pattern, you follow what it says, And you make sure to keep track of where you are in your increases and all that stuff in this shoulder area. Everything else is easy peasy. The sleeve construction is, you know, like everything, and then you knit just round and round on the bottom. Yeah, so I highly recommend this pattern. And then you come back and you pick up as well for the collar. I think that's all I'm gonna say. Again, I've talked about it before, so I highly recommend it. I absolutely adore the fit of it as well. It's very sweatshirty. It is a very open gauge. The gauge for this one, I think it is 16 stitches per 4-inch. So it is made on a larger needle size. I knit it with a 6.5 millimeter because I'm a tight knitter. Usually normal knitters would use a 6 millimeter, but I love the material that it made. I love how flowy it is. The only thing for me was that I thought I could get away with making this sweater with 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn and 2 skeins of Surrey silk, which I ran out. The reason why I was thinking that I could do that is because all the other sweaters that I've made with this larger gauge using fingering weight and holding a Surrey silk, not a Surrey silk, but a mohair, I've done it with 2 skeins and had leftovers, not a lot, but still. But this one uses a little bit more yarn, so just be careful. Make sure to calculate correctly because I did run out, and I was running out and I kind of panicked, and I'm very, very fortunate that Deborah, who is the dyer behind Yarn Indulgences, is very local to me. And I love her dearly. I sent her a message and she actually, I don't know how, but she actually had a skein of each left, and she actually was able to find them, and I was able to get them from her. So yeah, anyway, so that's just a little bit, depending on what size you make. Maybe don't assume like I did, maybe calculate and make sure that you have enough. But other than that, I totally recommend it. The Cognac sweater, 2 thumbs up. Okay, next finished object is my pressed flowers cardigan. I finished it on time. My pressed flower cardigan by Savory Knitting, Amy Christoffers. And I can't really show it too much here, but I absolutely adore it. I've worn it a ton as well. I'll put up a picture here of what it looks like on me. Absolutely adored this. I did really like this knit. I'll talk about it more in a bit, but let's first, this is yarn that I bought at the PEI Fiber Festival last year. And so I wanted to make sure that I had it finished for the Prince Edward Island Fiber Festival for this year. And I did. I finished it in time and I was able to wear it there, and I was so, so happy. So the yarn that I used is the main color, the beige color is Barocco Vintage Baby. It is what I could find at the time. I am actually very, very pleased with this choice. It was very affordable, and I actually really enjoyed working with it. It's not pilling so far anyway. So yeah, I really like this yarn. So that's the yarn that I used for the main color. And for the beautiful flowers, that color is from, oh my goodness, Legacy Lane Fiber. They are local New Brunswick dyer. The color, I can't remember, can't remember the name of the color, but I think I have all of that in my project page. Everything that I will talk about today, all of my projects, all of the patterns, any makers, dyers, I will try to link everything down below in the show notes for you to find. Sorry, I didn't say that. I forgot about that. So yeah, beautiful. It was a very variegated color. And it reminded me of wildflowers. And I had seen someone wearing a cardigan last year of the pressed flower, and it just inspired me so much. And I absolutely wanted to make it. So I did. And I am so happy with it. Now I can show you the buttons because they're pretty perfect. The buttons I found at a local fabric store. It's not what I was looking for. I thought I was going to get like a wooden button, but they are plastic, but they have kind of a little bit of a wood look, but they match really well with the color. They were, you know, I heard angels singing when I saw them, when I saw them, and I'm like, these are perfect. So everything went well with that. Okay. I'm not going to talk too much about the construction. I can tell you that it is bottom up. I can tell you that this is my second cardigan. So I learned a lot on this one as well. So you start bottom up with a lot of ribbing, and then you knit. It is mosaic knitting. Sorry, forgot about that too. It's mosaic knitting, and mosaic knitting, I'm not going to explain it. I am just going to tell you that it's not hard at all. It's very addictive to do. You're just working with one yarn color each row. I don't know if I can link down. I can try to link down a tutorial maybe on how to do mosaic knitting. If ever you're intrigued about it, Amy Christoffers, she has a pattern for a little shawlette, and it is a free pattern. So that would like make you kind of like dip your toes into mosaic knitting and see if you like it, but it's actually really fun. It is slower knitting. You have to pay attention, but it's not hard. So anyway, so yeah, so you do the mosaic knitting. The button band you go and pick up at the end. But yeah, so you knit, and then you split for sleeves and do panels. For this pattern, I think that I don't like saying negative things, and I'm not going to say anything negative. I am very happy that I made this, and I do encourage people, if you want to, you absolutely can, because if I could, you can. But yeah, there was a few places in the pattern where I was a little bit confused and I wasn't sure, and sometimes I winged it, but I think it worked out okay. Just a warning, the house is full. My kids are here and my husband is here. So if you hear doors, I am so sorry. This is the only time that I can record. So anyway, I apologize for that. But they live here too, and I can't kick them out. So yeah, back to this. So yeah, so places where I was a little bit confused. On the front panels where you kind of do, you know, you're going to be decreasing here, and it worked out. I wasn't sure of myself, but with a little bit of thinking, it worked out well. And then also where you finish your panels. So you finish the top panel, the front panel, and the back panel, and then you're gonna sew them together. I can't really show it. I mattress stitched. It's very, look at it, like it's not great. Nobody's gonna see that. It's totally forgiving. I don't care. That's why I'm showing it to you. Don't care. But yeah, again, I wasn't sure. I reached out to my friend Tasha and asked her a couple of questions because she had finished hers, and she was the same way. She was like, I winged it. And anyway, in the end, it worked out. I still recommend it, but with some little warnings. You know, you might get some few confusions, but just try it out. And if it doesn't work, just rip back a little bit. And I had to rip back a little bit as well on here, but absolutely in my opinion, worth it. It's worth it for me. I'm really happy with this one. Okay, so I've talked about that enough. What else? I have so many other little finished projects. So I am on a kick of gift knitting. Do I like it? Yes. Am I a selfish knitter? Absolutely. I am not knitting anything for myself right now. It's been a couple weeks. I'm going crazy. But I really don't want to be rushing in December, and I'm not putting any pressure on myself either. These are gifts that I really do want to gift them. These are for knit-worthy people, and I am happy to be knitting on them. They're also like quicker projects, so that's good. Okay, so I will move on to some socks. I finished, actually these are for me though. This was a lingering whip from last year. I had purchased this yarn by Timber Yarns. These are my first ever Timber Yarns socks. She does a lot, or maybe only some self-striping. They are a Canadian dyer. Yeah, okay, let me just show you this one. I think the color is called Vintage Christmas. I will update my Ravelry page for these. So last year I had done one sock, and I think I had like this much left, like the toe and about maybe an inch left of the second sock. So I was in the Christmas mood, of course. So I finished the second sock. So I have a pair. This is not really a pattern. It's just vanilla knitting. It looks like I did 10 rows of 1x1 rib. These are 72 stitches for me. I'm a tight knitter as well, but I have big feet. I'm short and have big feet. Go figure. Yeah, so I knit, I don't know how many rows. I probably have this in my project page. For the heel, it's a slip stitch heel, flap and gusset that I always use from Nancy Wheeler's patterns. I have pretty much all of her patterns, and I really love the slip stitch heel and flap that she has in her patterns, and I also use her rounded toe instructions for this. And again, just knit, 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 and then the toe. Yeah, I absolutely love these. I'm gonna be able to put these on my feet and watch some Christmas movies and just be cozy. So I'm excited about that. Finished socks for me. Okay, so for the next finished object is another pair of socks. I finished these last night. So it's a pair of socks, it's a pair of gift socks. I already see my hair. Yeah, so it's a pair of gift socks. The person doesn't watch that I'm gonna give this to. I didn't follow a pattern. I have the instructions of what I did for the cuff in my project page. So however many, these are 64 stitches, and I did a 2x2 rib. And while doing the 2x2 rib, I did some striping with a contrast color. And then I knit just stockinette in the round. And then I did, again, Nancy's heel flap and gusset, knit the foot of the sock, and used her rounded toe instructions as well. So the yarn, I can't remember. It's not a Canadian yarn. I know that it doesn't have any nylon in it, but I did check on Ravelry, and it is considered a sock yarn. It is, I don't even know. I think it's I'm not sure if it's merino, but it's wool and 25% hemp, I think. And yeah, so I know I don't have the ball band. I forgot to grab it. But I know I do have that information in my project page. So yay, and all of the ends are woven in. Yay! So this one is ready to gift. I think that's it for these. Yeah, so another pair of gift socks. Another finished object, a half finished object actually. This is another gift knit. Now, Jessie, if you are watching or listening, please fast forward, look at the screen. I'll put a timestamp, or just stop watching. Don't look because you're gonna ruin it. Jessie is my, I call him my adoptive son at work. He's a colleague at work. He's a young lad of 30 years and I'm his work mother, and he is very knitworthy. He listens to all my knitting adventures, and he knows that I'm knitting him something for Christmas, doesn't know what, and so I'm gonna show it on here. Jessie, don't look, okay? No. All right. So I am knitting him some fingerless gloves. This is a pattern. I'll tell you what it is. I can't, what is it? It is called the Warm and Simple Mitts by Sandrine Voss. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. I'll have it linked down below. And so these are one of them. I haven't finished the thumb. I just have a few rows to do for the thumb. So these are going to be some fingerless mitts. Now, if you're asking about these colors, they look very Halloweenish. It's not Halloween intention. This is very loosely based on the movie Coraline. Coraline is a movie, it's like claymation, or like it's animation. Anyway, it's a spooky movie, and actually my daughter loved it. I watched it many times with her, and it's one of Jessie's favorite movies. And in the movie, the girl, Coraline, gets or wants some knitted gloves. She's out shopping with her mom and she wants these knitted gloves. And there are these color, maybe, I can't find a really good picture of in the movie because I've looked at many pictures to try to replicate a little bit of the design. But yeah, so all of these colors on in there, it's orange, green, black, and some gray. The stripe sequence is not really the same. These are all using either leftovers. These are actually from, this is, what is it? Ancient Arts, Socknado. I actually knit him a pair of socks with this color. So it makes an appearance here. This is from an Advent that I have, the orange. The black is from a previous project, and the gray as well. Anyway, so this is my take on them. He wanted fingerless mitts. I told him I am not making you gloves. There's no way I'm making all of these, all of the fingers, no way. But I said I could probably do some fingerless gloves. So the really cool thing about this pattern, and I think it's, I don't know, I like it. So they're too big for me. I made a size large for him. So if you're really cold, you can just like flip it up like this. And, but yeah, the edge is some 2x2 rib, and then you can just fold it up. And if for him, it might be a little bit more up, but anyways, they're very warm and they leave your little fingers out. He walks his dog every day. So I think these will be handy. So yeah, I just have the thumb to finish and then do the second one. I don't think I put the stripe sequence of what I've done in the project page, but the way that the construction is made, you start with some ribbing and then you go into some stockinette, as well as some increases for the thumb gusset on each side. Very simple, very simple pattern, and this is neat. So then after that, once you've finished, you separate for the thumb, and then after that, you just knit up in stockinette and then finish up with some 2x2 ribbing again. I just loosely did a regular bind off. And yeah, so these are cool. So I am definitely going to be knitting these again in the future, probably not this year, but for more gift knits, because these are actually pretty cool. I actually want some for myself as well for at the hockey arena. I do have a couple of fingerless mitts, but you can never have enough. And it's great to use leftover yarn, absolutely. So anyway, that's that. So hopefully I have the second one finished by Christmas, and I hope he likes them. Again, for the stripe pattern, I miscalculated. I don't have a lot of the green, which there should be more green in here, but I stopped at these two parts because I want to make sure that I have enough for the second mitt. So anyway, I hope he likes them. I know he will. He's very knit worthy, and so I'm excited to gift these to him for Christmas. Okay, 2 more finished objects. I know this is crazy. Also, I don't know if you're gonna see that I'm gonna cut in and out a lot in this video. I have a lot going on in the house. I think I've said in another section of the video that the house is full. My kids and my husband are here. Also, I was cooking supper. I'm making chicken FRICOT, which is a Acadian chicken stew type meal anyway, and so it was on the stove and I had timers going off, and anyway, just wanted to apologize for a lot of the cutting in and out in this video. Moving on to the second last object, finished object, is a Musselburgh hat. Look at this. I have one finished. So, okay, this is the Musselburgh hat from Isolde Teague. This is a very, very popular hat pattern. It doesn't look like a hat when you knit it, but it is a very, very warm hat. So I will show you very quickly. A lot of people have knit this. It's a very, very popular pattern. I highly recommend it. But yeah, some people, myself included, I was a little bit intimidated by this pattern because at first people were talking about the cast on. So you cast on with a tiny number of stitches, and then you go into increases, and once you've stopped increasing, you go round and round in stockinette, and then knit a long, 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 long tube. And then once you've hit the amount of inches you're supposed to knit for the size that you are making, you go and start decreasing, and then you, oh, I see a little end that's popping out. I'll have to fix that right there. Yeah, so you decrease, and then you just kind of, yeah, weave in your end. And then you have this big thing. So yeah, the intimidating part in the pattern, it talks about using, I think it's like a pinhole cast on. A lot of people were saying it was fiddly. I can't say that it's fiddly because I didn't try it. So that scared me. So all I did was cast on a number of stitches in magic loop. And then it is a little bit fiddly because you don't have a lot of stitches on the needle at first, but once you have a few rows in, it's easy peasy. The other part where I was a little bit not sure of was how to pick the size for this hat. Now, in the pattern, all I'm going to say is that there are charts in the pattern where how it goes, you cast on, and then it's going to tell you to increase for a couple of rounds until you get enough fabric that you can measure 1 inch of your work. And then you can count how many stitches are in that inch. That will tell you, according to the chart, how many other increases you have to do for the size that you chose. So this one is adult large. I'm a very tight knitter, so I use, this is fingering weight yarn. It is sock weight, it's a commercial sock It's a commercial sock yarn. Now I am grinning because I don't remember what yarn this is. I bought this yarn this summer in Nova Scotia, and it was a brand of sock yarn that I had never seen before. And I have no idea what it is, but it was very enjoyable. If ever I do find out, I will put it in my project page. But anyway, it was just a solid gray, and I knew it would be great for a hat. And so, yeah, so as I was saying, you can use fingering weight yarn for this, and then according to your gauge, you see what size you want to make, and that will tell you how many more increases you have to do, and then it will tell you how many inches you're going to knit in the body, and then it'll tell you again for the decreases. Anyway, it's very well written. If you follow the instructions through, you're golden. Really, it's a very, very good pattern. And so, oh yeah, I made this with size, oh, I don't remember the size of my needles, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Check out the pattern. I highly recommend it. So yeah, so it makes this big tube. And so you can wear this hat two ways. So what you do, you take the end of one tube and then you kind of stick it in and join it to the other end of the hat. And I've showed this before anyway, but yeah, so this is the hat. You can wear it slouchy. I look ridiculous in hats. Oh, okay, I'm doing this for you guys. Okay, so it doesn't look that bad when my hair's done, but when my hair's not done, oh my goodness, I look awful. Okay, so you can wear it slouchy. Oh my God. Or you can roll up the brim like that and wear it, and you have 4 layers on your ears, and it's super warm. So I made this is my second one. I made one for my husband last year, and he really likes it, and commercial sock yarn makes it really warm anyways. So highly recommend this pattern, Musselburgh. Another gift knit done. Happy. Okay, so the last finished object, my goodness, I told you I had a lot to show, is a purchase that I made at the PEI Fiber Festival this year, and I finished it in like 3 days. I was so happy with it, and I was so obsessed with it. So this is a shawlette. It is a shawlette. I bought this yarn from Paisley Defender. She is local. I think she's in New Brunswick, but I'm not sure. Maritimes, anyway. She has Handspun. She also, yes, she has fiber. I can't spin, but she sells fiber with beautiful colors, and she had skeins of handspun yarn. So the colors were so pretty, and I absolutely love it. She had a shawlette similar to this in her booth. I had tried it on and just loved the combination. So I bought 1 skein. I have no idea how many grams were in that skein because I just ripped it out and balled it right there at the Fiber Festival and wanted to start immediately. So I'm sorry about that, and I don't know where I put the ball band, but I know I can tell you it was 1 skein. And so I made this shawlette. It's kind of like a boomerang shawlette. The pattern, there is not really a pattern. I looked on Ravelry for something similar. It is a little piece of paper that she gave with the purchase of this yarn, and it had instructions to do a shawlette. It is a basic boomerang shawl construction. You start with one end. I think it was this one. You start with one end and you cast on, I don't know, 5 stitches maybe, and then you just go up and increase and decrease on the same row, and it just makes this really nice shawlette, and you just knit until you have no more yarn left. No, that's not true. You knit until you have just enough yarn to cast off, because you need to cast off. You need to make sure that you have enough for the cast off. And yeah, so I absolutely love it. I've worn it already. It's just perfect. It's just really tiny, and I did not block it yet because I was so excited to wear it. I need to block it. I hope it relaxes just a little bit more and would be just a tad bit warmer, but I love it. It's so good, and the colors are great. So it's just great for like having your neck covered with your jacket. You don't want a big shawl or a big scarf. It's perfect. Anyway, I am so happy with it. Again, I'll show you all of these beautiful colors. And oh yeah, so it's garter stitch, so you're knitting every row back and forth, and the yarn itself had some thick and thin parts to it, and it just makes this incredibly squishy texture. Not crazy about garter, just straight garter, but with this it just shines. It just pops the colors and like blends them in so well. Anyway, and it looks like it's striping, but it was all one skein. I love it. Anyway, so if you see some handspun, super fun. It's probably super fun to make. I can't spin. Good Lord, I can't go down that rabbit hole yet, but someday probably, but not now. Yeah, but to work with it as well is very special, and it was just so fun to see like it growing and see how all of the colors were coming together. Anyway, shawlette, I have that in my project pages on Ravelry. Okay, so that is the last of the FOs. Now on to, do I even have whips? Because I just finished a pair of socks. I will tell you, if you've been watching me for a while, I am a garment knitter. Love, that is my jam. I want to knit all the garments, and I do not have a garment on the needles. It's been a couple weeks and I'm dying. No, I'm not dying, but it's driving me absolutely crazy. So I'm excited I do have plans. I will share that. Let me just check my notes. No, I think that's it. Okay, that's it for all of the knitting part that I have to show. Now I'm going to go into some dream knitting, but I will tell you right now that I have a giftaway that I want to do at the end of the episode, so stick around if you want to, or fast forward if you want to the end, because I do have a giftaway that I want to do. And I just remembered I don't even have the gift here to show you. I'll have to get up and go get it, but I'll do that later. So the first acquisition that I have is a really large bag. I know you're gonna say, Sophie, another bag. Yes, another bag. This one, this is the biggest bag I have ever bought. It is humongous. It is huge, and I absolutely love it. It is by Maple Moose Fiber, and she is local to me. She's from New Brunswick, and she doesn't have an online shop. She is on Instagram. I will link her Instagram below, and she does local shows, but maybe in the future she will have a shop, maybe. So anyway, I have been seeing her large bags, and I wanted a large bag for sweater knitting or even blanket knitting. I want to knit all the things, guys. Oh my gosh. I want to knit blankets. I will never finish a blanket, I think, but I still want to knit it. Anyway, so I'll have a bag for it. Inside, so that's my purchase from, it was from the Gagetown Fiber Festival, which I wasn't even there. I had a friend, Leanne, she was there and she grabbed this for me. Anyway, okay, so that's the bag. I can show you, it's a zipper bag and has this lovely handle. And then the inside, anyway, it's just great. Huge bag. And the bag is full. It didn't come full. It had nothing in it when I bought it. But what it has in it, it has a sweater quantities of yarn. So in, I don't even know, maybe it was September or October. I think it was September. I won a giveaway from Fia yarn store. The Fia is a yarn store in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And she had a giveaway on Instagram and I entered and there were 3 prizes and I won one of the prizes and I was, oh my goodness, I was excited. So the prize that I won was not yarn, it was, I could choose the needle set of my choice that she had in the shop, and that was, I could choose whatever needle set that I wanted. And I was like, oh my goodness, because needle sets are very expensive. If you're a knitter, like if you have a lot of projects on the go and you need a lot of different size of needles, needle sets are absolutely awesome. I have many and I still can't find all of my needles. But yeah, so I chose a Chowgu set. It is a twist set. I can show you what it looks like inside. Anyway, these, for me, these are kind of like the Cadillacs of knitting needles. I absolutely adore them. It comes with some cords. So these are interchangeable, a needle set. And so you have different cords and then you have the needles inside. I use these daily, like all the time. So anyway, I was really appreciative of the giveaway and I was really excited with this. So while choosing the needle set, I was like, I want to get a sweater's quantity, of course, of yarn. So I added to the order, I bought some yarn for a sweater and I bought the Senna's Garn Peer Gynt yarn. I have, I don't know how many balls I have in here. I have a lot. I can't remember how many I needed. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11. I'm not sure. 11 or 12 balls of these to make a sweater. Okay, so yeah, so no, that's upside down. Peer Gynt by Senna's Garn. The color was eucalyptus, I think. She has, Fia, the store has a lot of Senna's Garn and a lot of colors, different types of yarn from this line and a lot of colors. I was really impressed. I so want to go to the shop. I still haven't made it to the shop yet, but every year that I go down, I'm like, I'm going to get there and things happen and I can't, but I definitely will be checking out her shop when I can. And but yeah, if you're local here or anywhere and you're looking for some Senna's Garn, she has a lot of colors in different types. She had the Sunday as well and different ones. So anyway, so this yarn I bought for a sweater. What sweater, you ask? This is intertwined with Dream Knitting. It is the oh my goodness, the Staffin sweater. I'll put a picture, and it's by Rebecca Clow. So I purchased this pattern when I was choosing this yarn, and it's a worsted weight. That's a worsted weight yarn. The pattern is for worsted weight, and it is, what am I gonna say? I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place. Where was I going with this? Ah yes, the pattern. I bought the pattern and it's great because you have the pattern instructions for the sweater, you have pattern instructions for a vest and also for a cardigan, all in that same pattern. So you're getting very good value for the amount of money that you're going to pay for this one. Yeah, so basically 3 garments in one pattern. I am excited to cast on. It is all over texture like you saw on the picture, and I think that this color will make the texture shine through because it's a lighter color. Anyway, that's that. Okay, so next acquisitions I have, so everything else is from the PEI Fiber Festival that I went to, which was amazing. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. I joined my friends, me and Manon, my friend Manon from La Violette Knits. We drove down to PEI on Friday, and we stayed Friday night at the hotel, and where the venue was as well. And it was a ball. Like, we were so many of us from New Brunswick and all over. All friends from all over, and at night we sat in the lobby and we knit, and it was just so much fun to see everyone. That's the best part. Don't get me wrong, the yarn is amazing and it is a very good part, but for me the best part is just seeing everyone, seeing so much inspiration. Everyone was wearing something knitted, and we were like, oh, ça c'est beau, you know, like, oh, I love this is so nice, what pattern is it? And you saw so many different patterns with different color combos, and it was just so much inspiration. Anyway, and everybody's so nice. Gosh, I love this community so much. Anyway, so went to the Fiber Festival and I purchased things, as I do. Okay, so the first thing, this is the last thing that I purchased, but I'll talk about it first. This is a Sweet Skein of Mine yarn. It is a DK sock weight yarn. The color was Harbor Happy Hour. This was the colorway that she had dyed up specifically for this Fiber Festival. And I got it, and I'm really excited because it just worked out perfectly. This is DK yarn. I don't have a lot of DK socks, so, and she was out of her fingering weight yarn anyway, so I grabbed this one. It reminds me of gingerbread. I don't know, like, it has these specks of red, so it reminds me of Christmas, and then it reminds me of gingerbread. So it has this red and then this green specks, and kind of like this brown yellowish color. Anyway, so I was like, this is perfect. I'm gonna make Christmas socks, and they're gonna be DK socks. Excellent. So got this one, and then I'm going to add some more dream knitting here. I am going to be knitting the DK, the latest pattern from Nancy Wheeler. It is the DK pattern for, the name is Wild Geese Socks. So I'll put up a picture here. So I bought the pattern. It's amazing, and it's a DK way sock pattern. It is toe up. So first of all, I'm a cuff down all the time. Like, I'm a cuff down girl. That's how I like to knit my socks. But I will tell you that I have knit Nancy's pattern for it was a Froze socks. It was a fingering weight pattern. I knit that this summer, and it was the first time that I was doing toe up. And her pattern is great. So you start at the toe, and then you knit the foot, and then when you get to, she has instructions on how to do a gusset and like a heel flap, slip stitch heel. It just works. There's a little calculation that you put in your measurements in her pattern, and boom, it gives you a number, and then you follow that and you get a sock. The sock fits great. So when she had this pattern out, I was like, this is perfect. So it's gonna be a perfect Christmas sock, toe up, DK. If you've never done toe-up socks, I highly recommend you checking out her patterns for toe-up socks. Her instructions are great. Okay, so that's that. What else did I buy? I was there. So when I got there on Friday morning, I was like, whew, so excited. I was so excited to see everyone, lots of hugs. And then I was overwhelmed by the beauty of yarn. Yarn everywhere. So many colors. I went in there with absolutely no pattern in mind, which I will never do again because I was lost for like an hour. I would just lap through all of the kiosks and I was like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to buy. And I was decided, I'm like, I knew I wanted a sweater or a garment again, quantity as a purchase. So anyway, but I didn't know what. I was like, the yarn will speak to me. It did speak to me after a lot of research. So for like an hour, I was like going and I was like this the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need to make a plan. Anyway, a lot of people were like, Sophie, you look worried. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. I had to leave the venue. We went for lunch inside the hotel and everybody was sitting at the table. I don't know, we were like 12. And I was like, guys, I can hear you. I will answer your questions and join into the conversations. But I was like this on my phone. I said, I'm not ignoring you, but I was on a mission to find a pattern. It took a while. I finally settled on one. I will put up a picture of it. And so the pattern that I chose is called the Nostalgia Tee, and it is by Emma Janet. So I saw this. I had this in my favorites. I was all over the place on Ravelry. I am telling you, it was crazy. But when I settled on it and I saw it, I'm like, this is perfect. It's a fingering weight sweater, and I am really loving fingering weight sweaters. They take a long time, but they are so wearable. I get so much wear out of them. Anyway, so I went back into the venue. I had a plan. I just needed to find the perfect colors for it, and I did. So the colors that I got for this, it is by Cactus Yarn Studio. This is a dyer out of Quebec, I think. Yeah. And I had never seen her yarn before. And gorgeous. She had a gorgeous booth and gorgeous yarn. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I have three. This is going to be the main color. Again, if you saw the pattern calls for 3 colors of yarn. So I only have 2 of these, but I bought 3 of these colors. Oh, they're so, look at it, it's so beautiful. And you know, if you know me, I know you know, this is my color. I love it so much. That was one of the things that I was so worried about. I was like, no, don't look at this color. You knit with this color all the time. Try to choose something else. And I really couldn't. This was just so beautiful and I'm super excited about it. Anyway, so this is gonna be the main color. And this is one of the contrast colors. It is okay, so this one, sorry. I'm not being very good at this. It is a fingering weight, 80% merino, 20% nylon. And it is called, what is it called? Porto. The color is called Porto. Okay, so that's the main color. So the second color that I have is this skein of yarn, and it's called Graceful, and is the same composition of yarn, 80-20. And the third one is kind of like a beige, and it's called Alice. So that is going to be my sweater. I cannot wait to cast on. I'm excited, but I'm gonna try to hold off until the gift knits are done. We'll see. We'll see. I think I'm gonna cast this on in December. Anyway, that's that. That's my dream knitting for that sweater. What else did I buy? I purchased a skein of yarn by Godsmacked. You know, this is the cactus yarn, and this is the Gobsmacked yarn. You see the difference? No, because there's not a lot of difference because I love this color so much. Nancy Wheeler had made a sock. It is from the other, it is one of her most recent patterns that she's released. It's the Cognac socks, I think. Anyway, so this was a show color from Gobsmacked. It is a dyer from New Brunswick, very local to me, and I absolutely adored the color. So I was like, yes, of course. So I will be making, I think, some socks with this, I think, or accessory. I don't know. Not sure. But yeah, so this is called Undercover Orchid is the color. It is an 80/20. Yeah, sock yarn. Very excited about this, of course. It's a beautiful color. Is that it? I think so. What else did I, these are just like little things. I bought some stitch stoppers. This was from Cactus Yarn again. I will have these vendors, makers down below, link down below. And I think that's pretty much it that I got. I'm probably forgetting, but anyway. Yeah. Okay. That was PEI. I'm sure there's something else, but I forget and I don't have it here, if I did. Okay, so this is future Sophie. It is now nighttime. I just got back from a hockey game, and while watching the game, I realized that I had completely forgot to talk about two things. One was the last acquisition that I got from PEI Fiber Festival, and the other thing was about a group knit that we had there. So the last acquisition that I got that I just absolutely love was a ring. And so it's nighttime, the lighting is horrible, but this is the ring that I got. And it's from, oh, it's all blurry. I'm so sorry. But it's from Jeanette Walker Designs. She had a booth over there at the festival, and she has beautiful, beautiful jewelry, earrings, shawl pins, rings. Anyway, go check her out. I will have her link down below. I wanted a pair of earrings. I thought that's what I was going to buy, but then I saw this ring and it was just perfect. So anyway, this is the ring that I got, which is one of my favorite things that I got from the Fiber Festival. Anyway, so that's my last purchase. And oh yeah, so the group knit was, I think there was 17 of us that had knit a Miserina tee throughout the summer and fall, and we were all going to wear it the same day at the Fiber Festival, and we did. So on Saturday, we all had our Miserina tees. Some had longer sleeves, some were t-shirts. So many wonderful color combinations. Anyway, everyone's t-shirt, shirt was amazing. And it was so fun to see everyone throughout the crowd when we were in the festival. And yeah, so we kind of took over the one of the spots in the venue. There was a wide clearing, so we got all together and we did a little runaway show. If you watch Nancy Wheeler's podcast, Knit Sip Happy, she has shared it. We've shared it a lot on Instagram, but I wanted to have a place on this video as well. So I'm going to share that at the end. You have to watch. It's awesome. So many wonderful, wonderful sweaters. Okay, so I think that's it. Now you can continue on your regular scheduled programming. Moving on, there is another gift knit that I am going to be casting on, hopefully today. And I'm talking about it because I purchased some sock yarn. That's my hair. Yeah, so I purchased, I got this at Michael's. It is a craft store here. It is Patton's Croy sock in the color black or coal. Anyways, it's black. So I am going to be holding these two together to make a headband for my masseuse, actually. God love her. I do. Yeah, so she's been my massage therapist for like 25 years. So anyway, I try to knit her something for Christmas all the time. I haven't in the past years, so she's due for a headband. She asked for one. So the headband that I'm going, the pattern that I'm going to be using, I will put a picture. It is a free pattern, and it is called Two Twisted Headbands by Davina Choi. So the reason why it's called Two Twisted Headbands, in the pattern it has instructions for a fisherman's rib headband, and the other one is double knitting. The instructions for a double knitted headband. So that's the one that I'm going to attempt. I've never done double knitting. I can't even tell you how it works because I haven't checked it out yet. I think you knit and you slip and then you go back, and then I'm not even sure. Anyways, I will tell you probably next time. My throat's dry. Just a sec. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be casting on hopefully tonight for this. Hopefully it's a quick knit. And yeah, I will be showing this next time on my next video. I think that's all I said for that. And I'm looking around because I'm surrounded by chaos. I think that is it for all of the dream knitting, the yarn. I think that's it. I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so Giftaway. Oh yeah, I gotta go get that. I gotta get up. Okay, hold please, I will be right back. Okay, I have the prize. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a giftaway on this video because it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years since I've been podcasting. I am so grateful for everyone who's watched, everyone who follows, who supports the channel. This was just, when I started, it was just to, like, I don't know, meet people, give some knitting inspo, because I get so much knitting inspo from other channels, other podcasters. So anyway, it grew. I can't even believe how much it grew. I can't believe people watch. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys so much. I've made so many wonderful connections, so many wonderful acquaintances, friends, from all around, local, very far around the world as well. Anyway, so this is just a way that I wanted to thank you. Now, full disclosure, this was a gift that was donated to the podcast to do giveaways with. And it was a giveaway prize from last year, which was not claimed. So I held on to it, and yeah, so I held on to it, and it's a very special, I just love it so much. So it is a project bag by Yellow Petal Handmade. I will have her link down below. I have numerous bags from her, and I just wanted to show, she had gifted this beautiful, beautiful sock bag, or well, it's drawstring bag. You can use it for whatever you want. But so this beautiful bag, it has like gold accents. Anyways, with a little handle, you've got your drawstrings, and there are pockets. This is her label, and she has pockets all in there. Beautiful, well, high quality product. So this is her. I will have her link down below. Yellow Petal Handmade. I can tell you that I just purchased a Christmas bag from her yesterday, so I am excited about that. Okay, so also in here is a, what did she call it? Single scissor keeper. And this is from another maker that is from Halifax as well. Yellow Petal Handmade is from Nova Scotia, and this maker as well, oh, that's Mabel and Rose, and she is a beautiful jewelry maker, and she makes these little chains where you can attach this inside of the bag. There is a little loop here in the bag, and you can attach it to it, and it's a little chain, and you can attach your scissors to it, or whatever you want. If you want to put a bunch of stitch markers and progress keepers on this, and you'll always have them in your bag. A very, very generously donated prize, and I've been holding on to it for forever, and it's not fair. It needs to go to a home because it needs to be used because it's beautiful. Anyway, thank you so much to these makers, and good luck to all of you who enter. And how to enter: if you want, it will have to be a comment down below. Now, I didn't even think about this because let's put, do we need a word? We don't need a word. It doesn't have to be complicated. Any comment will do. You can say hi, you can put an emoji, you can tell me where you're from, what you're knitting on, or anything you would want. Any comment will get you entered. Now, I will say that I will not, on this one, I will not reply to comments because it's a giftaway. I will heart. If you get a heart on your comment, it means I've seen it, and all of the comments will be entered in for the giftaway. Oh, and anyone all over the world, wherever I can ship, I will gladly ship to. Okay, so that's that. What else? Oh, I guess the last thing is I usually share a recipe. So I will share my recipe. Today I'm making chicken FRICOT. So I've shared this recipe before, but I'll share it again because it's great for winters. It's basically a chicken stew. So it's, actually it's done. I was cooking it at the same time as I was recording. I even had to cut because the timer was going off. My life is crazy. Okay, yeah, so it is basically a chicken stew. It has potatoes, onions, carrots, and chicken. And yeah, you cook all of that together. Putting instructions down. It's an Acadian thing. It's an Acadian dish. I'm an Acadian. So it's something that I grew up on. It's very tasty. The secret ingredient, which is not secret, but the star of the show, is a spice called, in French, it's called sarriette. And in English, we call it Summer Savory. And it is local to the East Coast, I think. Something like that. Anyway, but if you're not here and you can't get Summer Savory, I think I've read online that it's very similar to Herbe de Provence, which I don't know how you say it in English, but anyway, you can look that up. Anyway, I'll have the link, the recipe written out. It's maybe not Acadian authentic, but because I do add some chicken stock in there. But anyway, the way that I make it, I'll have the instructions down below. Other than that, I can go into life stuff if you're still here. Thank you so much for watching. Life is normal crazy. I have 2 teenagers. I say this every time. I have 2 teenagers. My daughter is 16. My son is 14, and they are both into sports. They don't get it from me because I wasn't into sports when I was young. But yeah, so my son does hockey, and so we're very busy with that. And my daughter is in volleyball, and we are very busy with that. It's a very intense season. We've already been away to a few tournaments already next weekend coming up. We have to separate. My son has a tournament in PEI, and I'm very sad because I won't be able to go because I love Prince Edward Island. Oh, I love it so much. But I have to stay back, which is still fine. My daughter has a tournament local in Moncton, so I love watching her play too. So it's great. It's just, I really wanted to go to PEI as well. I just wish it was not the same weekend, but yeah, it is busy. Also, Christmas, the holidays, which is whatever. I'm not putting pressure on myself this year. It's go with the flow, with the gift knits and with the gifts as well. The holiday season is all about spending time together. That's what I take from. Of course, the kids love the gifts, but I told them this year that because of all of the sports and many tournaments, which we have to go away, which is very expensive because you have to, the hotel and food and all that stuff. So I said this year is going to be smaller in gifts, but we're going to try to, I'm off for 2 weeks during the holidays, so we will try to do many things together and spend time together and appreciate each other, and maybe try not to go crazy because they are siblings and there's arguments and stuff, so they're pretty good together though. But yeah, anyway, so that's the majority of my life basically. So yeah, and totally looking forward to spend time with my family. My parents live 10 minutes down the road. My sister 1 minute, my sister-in-law 1 minute, and my in-laws 10 minutes. So we're all very local, and so we do Christmas lunch and Christmas supper, lots of turkey. It's my favorite. It's my favorite meal. I could eat that all the time with gravy and stuffing and turkey, everything. And all of the desserts. I'm gonna try not to go wild on the desserts and like gain like 5 pounds, which I do like pretty much every year. It's very hard. I love baking, so I've already made some cookies last weekend, gingerbread kind of ginger molasses cookies. Oh, so good. And so yeah, but yeah, so I am enjoying. My whole house looks like Christmas puked in my house. There's mini lights everywhere. I'll take footage, and it's probably what you're gonna see in the opening, I think, just because I just like it. It's just pretty, and I love decorating. It takes me forever, but once everything is cleaned up and at night everything is lit up, makes me happy. Okay, I think I am going to end that there. When will I record again? I have no idea. Hopefully in December. There's going to, you guys will have so much stuff to watch though. There's going to be so many Vlogmases out there. I love watching Vlogmas from everyone. I know Nancy Wheeler is going to have one. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what she said. I would love to make one. I have no time. There's no way. Maybe in the future when things settle down, I would love to do that. But yeah, there's no way. But there's many people who do, and I really, really enjoy and appreciate that they do that, because it takes a long time. It really does, and a lot of effort. So hats off to you guys who do that. Thank you, because I can enjoy all of the wonderful inspiration and coziness from watching others. Okay, so again, thank you so much for watching, for sticking with me, for supporting me all through the years. It was lovely to meet all of you in PEI. I hope to meet a lot of you in the future in person, and stay warm, stay cozy, and be kind, and take some time for yourself. I will see you soon. All right, bye guys.